Sophie.
Travis, you're driving?
Who's driving?
I'm getting out of the car. We're on our way to Puerto Plata.
Hey, it's a tour today.
I'm Stephanie, and this is Travis. Together we bought a Hunter 42 Passage that we call Gypsy. We sold almost everything that we owned and moved aboard. After living on Gypsy through a Toronto winter, we decided that we had to get down south. Though we've got very little sailing experience, we decided to leave it all behind in our home country Canada to live out our dream in sailing the world. We're so pumped to share this adventure of a lifetime.
The marine store is closed. They don't have
There's someone there.
They don't have an hour for you to look at things.
8 of us coordinated a car for the day, so we have a driver who's taking us throughout Puerto Plata. And luckily, it's a nice sunny day after 2 days of torrential raining. Our first stop is the marine store. Puerto Plata is about an hour drive from Luperon.
Now we're at the harbor store.
Now we're at the harbor store. Yeah.
So what we've come to learn at the marine store and the hardware store at least is that the prices, when it says 1.75 Dominican pesos, or like this one, half a Dominican peso for these zip ties, it's not for the whole package, but each. It looks like a lot of people just take what they need from the packages, so the price points are actually each, even though they're all sealed packages. So yeah.
He's exempt. He already had a head injury.
Right. Just got busted. Damn it.
We're watching people get pulled over for not wearing helmets, and then their bike,
I think.
yeah, and then their bike gets taken away.
Whatever that guy showed. He knows somebody. What did you find, Steph? You're running. You didn't even get a chance to get into the van here.
Ice cream store with ice cream chairs.
You can only pay with Bitcoin?
I just need an ice cream.
We're on our way to the Fortress de San Felipe. The Fortaleza San Felipe dates back to the 1500s and was commissioned by King Felipe II of Spain in 1564. It was completed in 1577 and was used to protect the city of Puerto Plata from pirates and corsairs. It's located on a hill at the Puntilla del Malecon, overlooking the Atlantic Ocean, and protects the entrance to the city's seaport. It was also the scene of one of the few land battles in the quasi-war against the United States back in 1800. In 1865, it was converted into a museum and officially opened to the public in 1983. What's quite interesting is that it's the only remnant of the 16th century in Puerto Plata. Everything else was either destroyed in battles or in fires during the Dominican Restoration War between 1863 and 1865.
Watch your step.
Do you think they can see through?
The hallway.
If you're heading east like we are, Puerto Plata is a great place to provision as there are huge grocery stores here and very cheap prices. If you're heading the other way, towards the Bahamas, then you definitely want to get your provisioning done here. We found 2 large grocery retailers that were just as big, if not bigger, than any North American grocer, La Serena and Jumbo. Jumbo was our favorite out of the 2 because we personally preferred the quality and freshness of their meat and produce, but you can pretty much find anything that you need at these 2 large stores.
We'll be really lucky if we don't actually
end up with one of these
Yeah.
dogs in the boat.
There's so many dogs looking for a home and they're so cute, perfect size boat dogs. That's Buttercup. She has an owner, but apparently doesn't like living on a boat, so everyone kind of takes care of her. She's so sweet.
Wanders around. Looks
Just-
for some love.
Kind of like at Staniel when we had Rascal.
Oh, yeah.
The cutie.
We rented a car for the day with our friends, and we're gonna go check out some hikes and some waterfalls today.
Yeah, should be super sweet.
Yeah, we rented the car from Chelsea's bar or restaurant. It's about $35 a day, and it comes with insurance and everything. We had a gentleman approach us on the street, I think wanting to rent us his personal vehicle for $10 a day. That's obviously a little sketchy, so we decided to go with the safer route.
Operated by
That's
propane?
propane.
Oh, interesting.
Liquid propane gas.
There we go.
I thought he said it was loud. I'm going, it's pretty quiet.
Travis, you're driving?
He's driving.
I'm getting out of the car.
Are you warning us, Steph? What are you saying?
Well, the tachometer
They're not
says
even-
260, so we might as well try it.
Taking a pit stop to check out a lookout. It looks
Oh, it
nice.
is pretty. It's very pretty.
Just arrived.
Time to go for a trek.
What's it called? The Parqueo Charcos Damajagua. Something like that. 27 waterfalls.
Check it. Locked and loaded.
You get the kids. You get the kids helmet.
Perfect. Got the little noggin. You know what? She's got big head. Needs big helmet.
Big brain.
Big brain, big head.
Yeah.
Bueno, good.
Yeah, I think so.
Hey, look, we're matching.
That's cute.
It'll make the cold water feel warm.
We're going to 12. They haven't opened 27 waterfalls in about 2.5 years because there wasn't enough rainfall. Should have enough water now, they said, with the rainfall, but the path is probably not the best, so they haven't opened that up. So
We're happy that we get to see 12 because some people had told us that when they went, only 7 waterfalls were open. So at least we get to see almost half of them. So the tour guide was just telling us they used to get about 100 people a day here. Now with the cruise ships and
Just
COVID, yeah, not very many people. So get almost a private tour. Not too shabby.
Yeah. Yeah, better for us.
Mango trees, coffee trees.
Then we put in the sun. We dry them for at least, I don't know, a week, depending how old the sun is. And
Cool.
then we
coffee
do the
tree.
process.
Is there coffee farms around here?
So that's new.
Yeah, so they're going to be building a zip line track course
No,
over the river and waterfalls. Be
Deberían de
pretty
ponerle, no
cool.
es cinta.
I would do that.
cool, eh?
It was fun.
Jumping down all that stuff.
We decided to check out Santiago since we have the car for the day. The monument to the heroes of the Restoration was originally built in 1944 for the 100th anniversary of the Dominican War of Independence. It's the highest building in Santiago and a popular tourist attraction. In 1961, the government changed the name of the monument to its present-day name and is now dedicated to the heroes of the Dominican Restoration War.
It was so much fun yesterday visiting the waterfalls. We did the 2.5-hour option without the lunch at the end, and it was like $9 or $10 each person, and it was well worth it. It was really refreshing because having come from the Bahamas where we were swimming every day into this bay where we're not even using our water maker, and we haven't jumped in, nor do we want to because it looks like poop and trash.
Deprived of swimming.
Yeah, it was great to actually be able to jump into cool, refreshing water.
They're also building a zip line trek through the whole park over all the waterfalls, and that looks like it's going to be super cool. Should be built in another month, so.
They said the end of this month, but who knows? They kept talking about a Dominican minute and a Dominican mile. So 5 Dominican minutes, and it was like
2 hours.
Yeah.
But if you want to leave your boat, we hear that this Lupron is the best place to leave your boat to explore, like Haiti or Santo Domingo or other parts of the island.
Before leaving Lupron, there was one more place we wanted to explore.
We walked to the beach, Playa Grande Luperon, and explored the abandoned Lupron Beach Resort. This place is huge and was an all-inclusive resort with 662 rooms, 4 swimming pools, swim-up bars, buffet and a la carte restaurants, gym, spa, you name it. Though the resort is still advertised on travel websites, it's obviously not in operation and closed down back in 2011. Word has it that the owners of the resort were convicted of money laundering and fled the country. This could explain why it looks like it was just left to rot. It's really quite sad to see such a beautiful place go to waste. A resort this large and so beautiful really would have brought in most of the tourism and was a source of income to so many residents of Luperon. In the Dominican Republic, we are required to formally check out of each port with the Armada, or Navy, prior to departing for the next port. Now it's time to head up the hill to the Armada in Lupron to request our despacho, which is a piece of paper that will allow us to move to our next port in the Dominican. We had heard that checking out isn't any quicker than checking in, so we're prepared to wait a few hours before everything was said and done.
So what do you think? Why are we waiting here?
Because they probably don't want you to leave, so they figure, oh, wait. They'll give up, and they'll be like, nah, come back another day. And that's how they trap you here. You become like...
The Lupron furniture.
Oh, yeah. 3 years later, we're still here going,
We tried to check out once, it never worked.
Yeah.
So we just went back to the boat.
And finally, we're on our way back to our boat. They're going to give us our despacho, and then we'll be free to leave. We waited it out, and the Armada is currently at another boat. So they're making their way to each of the 4 boats that are planning on leaving tonight. So we're all going to get our despachos, and then we'll leave the harbor and anchor out in the channel, and then take off in the middle of the night.
Yeah, so you check out of what she said, you check out of Lupron, and there's another bay, like...
Right outside the entrance.
Yeah, like half a mile out, and you just tuck around that, anchor there, and then leave whenever you want in the morning.
But technically, as soon as you get your despacho, you're supposed to leave. So we're leaving as soon as we get it, pretty much. Yep. We finally got our despacho and are free to leave the bay. We'll be anchoring outside the bay here until the middle of the night / early morning, where we'll unhook to make our way to Samana. We'll see you next week when we'll share how our 5-hour passage turned into 21 straight hours. Thanks for watching, and as always, huge and extra thanks to our dear Patreons. You help keep our adventure moving along.